Ooh, what is this? A reminder that what is around the corner? Well, not really around the corner, but I found this candle I had from I don't know how many years ago, and it reminded me that there is hope for cooler weather. Cooler, not freezing, horrible, just, fall, autumn, the most beautiful season of the year. But anyhow, I was watching some videos, vlogs, and YouTube movies because they're free. You know how they have commercials, and they had a commercial about Julia Childs. Does anyone remember Julia Childs? I don't think I remembered her. I think there were like repeats of her, so I don't think I was yet Earthside while she was around. I don't know, but anyhow, they were talking about how Julia Childs started many crazes, like, well, crazes isn't the word I used, like the cheese fondue, Swiss cheese fondue. I had forgotten about a Swiss cheese fondue. And I was going to look it up before I did this, but I thought maybe someone will answer for me. But I remember doing that. But what did we dip in the Swiss cheese fondue? I have no idea. So I thought I'd leave a question for you. Did you ever do a Swiss cheese fondue? And what did you stick in there? I don't think back then there were like croutons. I don't know. But because, as time went on, like the chocolate fondue came in, and as much as I love cheese, and it's right there under chocolate for me, I totally forgot about Swiss cheese fondues. Chocolate, I know you put everything in there. Fruits and pound cake, cheesecake, angel food cake, you name it. But mostly fruits. Then they said she also started the thing of the green bean casserole. I'm sure everyone's had that in a time in their life. I would love that, even though I gotta mush my food, what's pure in my food. But beans are the hardest thing to mush. You have to have really a Vitamix, so I don't know. I might just buy a can of beans one day and see. Well, I guess I could buy a can of soup. It'll cost so much, and just see if it mixes, because it's just a waste. But I want green bean casserole so bad, and she was also casseroles, chicken, Kiev, I think. Another chicken I've heard of. A few others. I should have wrote them down, but it's dark here, and I didn't wanna turn on the light. So because Sandy can't sleep again. But yeah, I had totally forgot about that. Did you ever have Swiss cheese fondues? Were you around during the time of Julia Child? I know I've seen her videos, like now when I go through videos it might pop up. But yeah, if you want, look her up. It's very interesting, these things that you forgot about. And there's something else about appetizers or foods in the 60s. Very interesting. They were the foods that came into being, later on, but they came from, the beginning there. Like I said, my mom had everything homemade. She wouldn't buy like canned anything. Like I remember my mom always made meat sauce, like, Italians call Sunday sauce or gravy. What's the difference now there? Anyone Italian? What is the difference? Oh, I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. I don't know what kind of accent is coming out of my mouth. I don't think it is Italian. Maybe. Who knows? But anyhow, she made sauce, ragu, with ground beef in it, and then, of course, the spaghetti and parmesan in the plastic bottle. And I remember my friends used to always come over and love to eat that. None of their parents made that. So I wondered, did they not make spaghetti because spaghetti was for poor people, or they didn't have spaghetti with meat sauce? I know they said they didn't have spaghetti with meat sauce, but I'm wondering if they just never ate spaghetti because, it was below them or something. I don't know, but they loved it. I cannot stand meat sauce. I can't. I never could. Ugh, it was gross. And then I say grandma, because, once a mom becomes a grandma, she's always referred to grandma. Grandma started, leaving some for me with no gravy, with no meat. But I do remember it was delicious. Speaking of that, and I don't know if I'll have enough time, I wanted to talk about, I forgot what it was. Oh yeah, about a movie I was watching. Oh, it's so good. I hope I remember for another day. After this, I should write it right down, but I'll forget. I won't do it because, when I'm overtired, I can't remember what I was saying. But anyhow, I was going to tell you an easy recipe for ziti. Somebody wanted to make ziti on YouTube, and they said they don't have a recipe, but, they're always on their phone. They could look it up. But a real easy ziti is, and for my big family, I would get like a big pan, bigger than 9 by 13 or 11 by 13, or a huge pan. And I would, what you do is you boil the ziti, and you put in this big, those silver pans. Put it in there after, you boiled and drained it. And then you get ragu, garden traditional soup. Oh, soup on the brain. Sauce, and stir it around. And then you mix, ahead of time, you mix ricotta, parsley, mozzarella, and Parmesan in the, Parmesan in the plastic bottle. You mix that ahead of time and have it in the fridge. And then you just, after you mix all the sauce and you mix in the cheese stuff, and then you could put the mozzarella on the top. I only did on half because I don't like, when people say, oh, how much pull does the cheese have? Pull. I would always choke on cheese. Not always, but later on, when I got older, so I didn't want to choke. But anyhow, people love the more cheesy the better for them, not me. Anyhow, I don't like really that kind of, I love things with cheese, but I don't like it cheesy, like cheese sticks. The things that I used to make homemade. You take a piece of mozzarella and you cut it up, it comes in a chunk, and then you deep fry it or fry it just in oil, and first you bread it. Another easy recipe. But I'd never eat that. Yuck. Too much. I love cheese, but not that way. But anyhow, so you put it in the oven for 350 for about 45 to 55 minutes, and there you go. Bring it to a get-together, and people will think you worked all day on it. That's what you say. I worked all day on this ziti. Huh? They'll never believe it came from a can. Well, not a can, but, canned sauce. You could pretend you were making the sauce all day, the Sunday sauce. Yes. But anyhow, hope you enjoy this. Hope I remember that other movie. Maybe after I load this, because I don't have much room, I'll load the other one. If I don't fall asleep, I'm getting tired. But for now, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment. Comment on the Julia Childs thing. What did you do? The cheese fondue? What did you dip in there? Probably bread, I would think. Chunks of bread, quarters, cubes of bread. I don't know what else. Maybe vegetables. I don't know. But anyhow, please help me. I'm like 25, between 25 and 26. That's all the subs I need to get 1,000. Please, guys, help me. Come on. I need to get there. I need to monetize. I need to get that refrigerator and try to save to get a... I need a car, but I don't know how that will ever happen. And get my oven fixed. I want to make some meatloaf and some ooey gooey butter cake. The butter cake I'm pretty sure I can eat because it's well, if you've ever had it, you can eat it. You don't have to mush it. And I wanted to save, but it's just something happens, and whatever I tried a little penny save, it has to go something else. I wanted to get it before peach season, which is peach season now, so I could freeze them. I love peaches, oh my gosh. And I can make smoothies. And watermelons are still around, barely good, but they are still good, guys. So if you like them, get them. Thanks for watching. Be kind to people. Pay it forward if you can. And you be the reason someone smiles today. Thanks for watching. Hugs to you all. Bye. Well, that was a dumb ending. Sorry. want to scare you, but it doesn't work. Well, I hope you enjoyed this. It is yellow here. The light is yellow. The real color, but in here it's white. But anyhow, hope you enjoyed. I am the mummy. The mummy. There's Sandy Mom's fingers, per usual. But I will be around, hopefully. Okay, bye everyone.